Hello everybody, Wild Tracker here, and welcome to another episode here on the new Eriador server. Yes, we are back on the server playing some 1.9 Minecraft, and today we're going to have a look at that cache that I set a few weeks ago. It was a few weeks in the building, in fact, and I kind of showed snippets of it, and I did say I would show you guys a complete walkthrough. Now that some of the guys on here have had chance to go and play it, and I didn't want to spoil it for them, I thought we'd go and have a look at that and yeah, look at some of the mechanics behind it. So, just remind you of what it was all about here in our little geo hut. It's a puzzle cache, and the reason it's a puzzle cache is because well, there's a couple of things you've got to do. You've got to work out how to get through it, and there's also a bit of parkour and that sort of thing, as we will see. So here it is. So to claim the cache, you must not break any blocks. That's one of the rules, and you must not place any blocks. And I should have put in there no ender pearls as well, so that shouldn't be allowed either. So in other words, just do it as you would normally do it, as if it was a sort of a map and you couldn't do anything. So, but you will need food, armor, bow, arrows, shield, sword, and swaps, because yeah, you might die. You might not, but you might. So to find the cache, you need to find the Tomb of Lara, but it's not as easy as that. It was lost centuries ago. History tells us that there is access to the lost tombs via a pond, but even if you find the entrance, you have to traverse a dangerous labyrinth of tunnels. Find the secret doors and fight your way through the cave of lost souls. Good luck, and be warned, once you start the journey there is no way back. It's one way only. So, and there's a clue there as well, and kind of people read the clue, they will obviously work out where the entrance to the cache is. So, just a reminder, new Eriador members, if you've not played this yet, then don't go any further. Just click the like button and come back once you've done it, because yeah, I don't want to spoil it for you, and it's one of those things that is a lot more fun if you've not seen it. So don't watch any further. You've been warned. Okay, for the rest of you guys, let's go and do it. And actually, it's not that far away, because the pond is right here, so right by my house. So I've been secretly doing this for weeks, digging in spawn with other people around, and oh my gosh, I tell you, the amount of times I've been creeping and digging, and yeah, and doing it in funny hours, and oh my gosh. Okay, so let's go have a look down here, and this is the drop, and boom, there you go. And it comes down into this sewer tunnel, which then comes out over into this area. Let me just respond to there we go. So yeah, it comes out, and this is the big hole, and it's actually directly underneath my house. If you go up in that corner, there's a staircase that goes up into the back of my house, so I can get access to it that way. Yeah, we're having some FPS issues, so that's why he's asking about that. And yeah, this is where we are, and as you can see, there's a couple of entrances. One's over there with some dirt on it, which shouldn't, so we'll get rid of those now. And yeah, the idea is this is an old lost tomb, and the people came from this tunnel. There used to be a bridge going across, as you can see, some broken bits, and it's along there, and there used to be a walkway going down to the bottom, and it's all disintegrated. So yeah, and the only way of getting into there, because that's now collapsed, is to jump down and try and find your way up, and it's basically a bit of a parkour. So let's go down there and have a closer look. Now hopefully you guys can see this. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a couple of torches down, which aren't normally here because we don't need them for spawning purposes, but it'll just allow you guys to see a little better in here. So what we've got is this slow path going all the way around that you need to traverse, and then there's nothing going across here, and then we've got some ladder jumps, a bit of a ladder climb, and then some even harder trapdoor jumps over there. So most of them are quite easy. This bit is just a case of jumping across. In fact, let's see if I can show you. This water's a bit displaced as well, so we probably need to fix that while we're here, because you should be able to jump behind the waterfall and not do that, which is I'm doing. But that's the thing about parkour, isn't it? Is the fact that you can not do things. And so yeah, this is one of these where you have to creep against the wall and then jump and hit the trapdoor and land on top of it and jump up here and jump up there, and I did it, and not do that, but get the, maybe I don't creep, there we go, and can I do it? No, I can't. And that's the thing, because you then have to start again. So let me get up there and we'll come back again. So this is the next stage, and you've got to get across to this bit over here. Now this is a bit I usually fail at quite a lot. However, I made sure before I set this that it was possible to do, and you could actually do it. And but it takes me quite a few attempts to get used to it. And all you do is press this button here, and 3 blocks come out. However, that one is very close to that wall, so again you've got to do one of those jumps around the corner, and as you can see, you've only got about 10 seconds to do it. So yeah, you kind of almost got to jump straight away, and there, and missed it. And that means you've now got to go all the way back round again, but yeah, that's the fun of it, I think. This next bit is really all about getting on the ladders, so it's a little bit tricky because when you do it you've got to hold shift, and yeah, you kind of then jumping on top of the ladder, and then we've got this one over here which we got to do a run and jump and grab, and I failed. And I failed because there is another ladder just there where you can knock your head on, so that's the difficulty about there. But once you get there, you do have to jump across to that top of that ladder before you can then jump back on here and do this little bit up to the top. So not content with building a huge area like this just to create a small little parkour, I then created this entranceway. As you can see over on the other side, it's completely blocked by a rock fall. This side, however, has a door, and obviously to get into the door you press this button. But I'm just going to show you something first. I'm in fact going to stand on these stairs, because when you press the button the floor opens up. It's not a door at all, it's a little trap just to go. So you go like that and then you drop down. So yeah, just a bit of fun, but all we've got is 3 pistons behind there, and the redstone just comes down behind this lot to operate those when you press a button. So nice and easy. And you're now at the dead end crypt, because this is a little crypt where all the bodies are kept of previous people, but it goes nowhere. So yeah, there is an exit somewhere down here, but there is no buttons, there are no levers. You need to find how to get out, and where do you get out? Yeah, so it's a little bit of a puzzle, but it's fairly simple, because in each one of these you've got these. This one here, I don't know if you heard that, but there is a door. Yes, it opens the door. So basically we've got here a trap chest, and as we open the trap chest it activates the redstone, and the redstone then opens this door on a little timer, so you've got plenty of time to come down there. So let's just take a little peek into the back of here somewhere. Let's go there, can we? No, I'm very dubious about messing around with redstone and things like that to where it is. I think actually we might be able to come in there. Yes, there we go. Got to remember where to do. So yeah, basically that that trap chest, I might be able to see it there. Yeah, so we've got some redstone going from there, goes into that block, and then that does the piston. So the piston then extends the redstone, and this then activates here, and then we've got a little clock on here, or a little delay, shall we say, and we can show you that working if we just quickly open and close that. So the redstone is across, and this is now, so as you saw, it was on for a long time because the redstone is coming down, or the power's coming down here through here into this, and every time we get to here it's dropping the power by 1, or the signal by 1, and then it comes back through, loops again, and so we're just dropping the signal strength for the redstone each time it goes around, and that gives us a delay. And on here you can see there is a torch powering that door already, so when we hit the redstone it powers this block, turns off the torch, and that deactivates the 2 pistons that are behind here. So just a nice little redstone mechanism, which so far I've been quite pleased with it. I'm not a redstone person, but I managed to work out the redstone relatively sort of, you know, easy, shall we say. So I was quite pleased with that. I didn't actually show you the redstone that was behind those 3 pistons, but it's the same mechanics. It's it just operates 3 pistons coming out, and it's just a slightly different delay time. So yeah, but let's head through that door and you'll see where it then goes. So we operate it, we've got plenty of time, and then we've got another drop down into more sewers. So let's just put a torch up so you guys can see, and there's no way back up there. There's no way this way. The only way is forward, and you might be able to see a little light along there. So let's just grab that and head along. So this end we come to a ladder, and you can see it's another dead end. And this is where the fun begins, because as we get up here, there's a little sign that says, "Be careful, do you notice the change in blocks?" And yes, we are changing from the sort of cracked brick, stone brick, the mossy brick, to mossy cobblestone. And that can only mean one thing. There's a spawner here. Right, so I'm just going to light it up because here's the challenge now. You need to work fast, it says. And that's true, because we've now got skeletons spawning in there. As you can see, there's at least 3 or 4 in there already. There's an entrance over there, and there's a doorway here. Do not break or place anything. So we need to get out this door, and it's one of these buttons. Which button is it? Oh my gosh, it's yeah, it's this one here. So there you go. Opens the door, and you can get out, and that's great. Trouble is, yeah, look at all those skeletons. But what it does do is turn these lights on. So as you can see, there's lights on at the moment. They're going to turn off in a second. So when we open the door, and there they go, the lights are off again. So those lights will deactivate the spawner for a short period of time. Now, we're just going to break our way back here so I can show you guys how this is all working. So we've got a redstone signal. Behind that block is one of the lights. It's just back here. And then this signal comes all the way down here. Again, there's a light behind there, so we've got a repeater going into the block, powers a block, which powers the light. Exactly the same here, and then it comes all the way down into the redstone room, and that powers this block as well, which is also one of the lights. So all this signal comes, and this one doesn't power it, but it comes down to this point here. So this is a signal going into the lights. We've also got a signal, so this signal is powered, and it's exactly the same as we had before, but it's a longer delay. We've used more of these comparators, so we've got a longer delay on how long that powers for. But essentially the signal splits off because it goes off that way. It also powers this block, which is what powers the door. So that just goes up here and above the door and powers the door from that way, so allows the door to open and close. And all that does is come from here, and I'm just going to steal this lever because this goes up, and if we press this button here, it's the same as pressing the button in the block above it. So this block is yeah, it's got redstone, I think, and then the button above it is powering it, or something like that. And oh no, it's this one here, sorry. So this block here is being powered by the button. That powers the redstone, and then that sends a signal all the way along. And as you can see when we do it, how we get the very short delay coming along here, but this bit here, we've got that timer going on, so the lights for the spawner remain on for that period of time. So it's very, very simple. What I'm going to do now, though, because we've been stood here talking, that room is going to be full of mobs, so I'm going to leave that signal on all the time, which means the spawner is now deactivated, and I can come along, clear this room, and then sort of show you guys that as well. So let's just have a look in here. You there, you can go. So this is why people needed to bring their sword and bow, and these you do get shot into these cobwebs as well. So I just try to make it as interesting as possible. I am considering, and I don't know, I'll get some feedback from the guys who've played it, I may need to spawn proof this floor, and the reason I say that is because are some of the lights not going on? Where's that light? There's a light missing. That's not good. Okay, we need to look at that. it's let's just put a torch in there at the moment. Look, there's a block missing. There's a redstone light is missing. It's really weird as well because I had some redstone missing from over there before. So I don't know what's going on, if there's some weird issues going on, or yeah, maybe someone can let me know if they've been playing this and they know what happened to that lamp. They could tell me about it, but you as well, because these skellies are the worst kind to fight. And you can see here, it takes a while if you're going to fight them. You could just go in with your sword and do it that way. But yeah, that is really, really weird. That is a bit of a troll as far as that goes, because there should be a redstone light here. And there isn't. There's a redstone lamp missing. And previously, the redstone was missing from this block as well. So that redstone light and that redstone light weren't coming on before, so I don't know if someone's trolling me or there's some weird issues going on, but there was definitely a redstone lamp in there before, so we're going to have to fix that, unfortunately, before I can... So I'll come back and fix that a little bit later, but it means I'll leave this all activated on here at the moment. So what we would normally do is come over here to this trapdoor, and the way to get out is by pressing this button, just like that. Boom, and we're down in the final section, and this is where the cache is and all the goodies, so that's pretty awesome. Nice and straightforward, so yeah, once you're through there it's not much of a problem, and the exit out of here is up this ladder, and we've just got a little secret exit taking us out. So I think what I'm going to do is go and get that redstone lamp, or go and make a redstone lamp, put it in there, and I can reactivate that. I did reset the waterfall as well, so that's all nice and working. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened here, but it's coming up to the surface, and if we come along this tunnel, you'll see there is one button, and you come back out. We're just behind Dadcraft's house, but you don't even know it's here because, yeah, you can't even see it, can you? You don't even know. In fact, I'm trying to think where it is. It's not that one, it's that one, you see. So yeah, there it is. So right, let me go and get that redstone lamp. Well, that redstone block is in place. It is all working again. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed that little bit of a tour and gave you a bit of an insight into that. It took a long time to build, but I really had a lot of fun doing it, and I'm going to be creating some more. So yeah, that's really awesome. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have, click that like button, and don't forget to share it with everyone, and yeah, subscribe if you don't already. If you like the content, just a little subscribe, that'd be appreciated. And we'll see you here next time on the new Eriador server. We'll see you next time. My name's WildTrekker. Thanks for watching, and bye for now. Bye bye. Bye bye.